Hello there everybody and welcome back to Movie Squirm. Today I'm going to be reviewing the 2024 film A Quiet Place Day 1, and it's directed by Michael Sarnowski and stars Lupita Nyong'o and Joseph Quinn. This shows how an alien attack in New York City starts the end of the world as monsters with an acute sense of hearing hunt down humans who make any type of sound. After really liking the first two Quiet Place films, especially the second one, I mean, that's one of the best cinema experiences I've ever had. I didn't quite know how to feel when they announced A Quiet Place Day 1, and especially seeing the trailers and stuff, looked like it was going back to the start when the attack happened. And I felt like that had already been done to perfection in A Quiet Place Part 2 when we have that flashback scene, one of the best things about that entire film. And this one just felt like a little bit of a side story there. I kind of wanted to get A Quiet Place Part 3 and follow Emily Blunt and her family because of the way that movie ended. I wanted to carry on their storyline there. And this one felt a lot more blockbustery to me as well, going by the trailer. So I didn't know it was a film we really needed, but I was always going to give it a chance, of course. First off, this film is very, very character-focused. Lupita Nyong'o gives an absolutely exceptional performance as Samira here, who is this woman who's kind of down on her luck. She has terminal cancer, and it feels like she's at the end, but she has a very strong will to carry on going, to survive, and especially that all comes out when this attack happens. But the film mainly focuses on two characters. We are introduced to Eric a bit later on, played by Joseph Quinn, and I was very surprised how much I latched onto these two characters in this just over a 90-minute runtime. I mean, it's the first time we've been introduced to them, and I wanted them to get out of every single tense situation. I was on the edge of my seat, hoping nothing bad would happen to them. And you just get fully invested in these characters as soon as the movie sort of puts them together. I mean, the chemistry they had was awesome here. I was kind of getting Joel and Ellie vibes, although not to that extent. But I just feel like they grew this perfect bond together. And they're good for each other in a world that is losing hope second by second. I mean, where they are in their lives and who they kind of have around them. I mean, it was just like the perfect match at the unperfect time, if you like. But, I mean, it was like fate brought them together for the situation they're in. Again, I was surprised by how much this movie was playing on the heartstrings here. I mean, there is an emotional drive to this film, and it's not often I get choked up in movies or anything, but man, I mean, this really hit me in the feels at times. It really does delve into these characters so much. I mean, it's hard to explain how much I really did care about each of them, but also, this was so easy to just go down the blockbuster route, just have all these big set pieces and sequences and just say, yeah, Quiet Place Day 1. I mean, it's a well-known franchise now. People are just going to come for this monster attack, and that's all we have to care about. But no, it's so much more than that. However, I am happy to report that there are some great moments in this movie, and there are some really good sequences. I mean, it doesn't abandon all that. There are some awesome moments here. One, including an underwater subway scene, which was just incredible. The attack itself, when it actually happens, is just awesome to watch, and it's so well done. But, man, I just was, after the movies, talking to my wife going, how dangerous would it be to live in this world? I mean, it fully pulls you in and questions what you would do in this situation. I mean, we were saying, what about babies crying and stuff? I mean, it just, because they're upset. I mean, what if you snore? I mean, what are you going to do when you go to sleep and you're a snorer? I mean, God help you then. So, yeah, it really did get me invested, and I was just thinking about this world and how dangerous it was, even after the credits rolled for a good few hours there. I mean, these monsters are just fucking terrifying once again, like the first two movies. They're just going to rip you to shreds if you make one little sound, aren't they? I mean, I remember one moment here where this guy is trying to maneuver around an object and his shirt gets caught on the object and rips, and you're just like, oh my God, you know what's coming. And that is quite a horrifying situation where one unavoidable mistake can just be the end of you. Now, in the previous films, we are usually having the location as the aftermath of what has happened with these rundown buildings and stuff, apart from the flashback scene, which was done in a more small town setting there. But I gotta say, New York has used to a great potential here. I mean, seeing the city attack itself is jaw-dropping, but I like how the crowds of people are just still trying to make quiet, but because there's so many people, you just can't keep it minimal. I mean, there's all sorts of things that muster together and become, like a sound for these creatures to attack. Also, we've got, the dust clouds from the skyscrapers that have fallen and these horrible creatures just emerging from the dust clouds. That is filmed exceptionally. And it just feels like danger is round every corner. The creatures climbing on all these skyscrapers and stuff. I mean, it's a great setting for an alien invasion movie, usually, isn't it? And this one is no exception. By the way, I've just quickly got to mention Samira's cat here. I mean, another character I fully latched onto. The cat steals the show in every single scene that it's in. And, man, I just really was hoping nothing bad happened to it. And I'm a dog person. However, guys, I do feel like there was a bit of a missed opportunity here, as good as this film is, because even though I had a great time with it, it basically just tells us everything we already know, but takes it to New York instead with new characters. It doesn't expand the lore. It doesn't bring anything new that we didn't already know about these creatures, why they're attacking, etc., etc. It just basically takes something and sidesteps it to over there. It doesn't move it forward. And I wish they kind of would have brought some new information about the attack, about these creatures, about the world, that we could actually take in with us to the next chapter of this universe. But no, it kind of just tells us everything we already know. However, I had a great time with A Quiet Place Day 1, guys. I mean, they can do so much in this world now with lots of different characters, I suppose, lots of different locations. And I do want more of these films. I just, hopefully they add something to the lore and stuff. But what I will say is I had a great time with it, and it definitely gave me something more than I thought it was going to give me. I'm just going to go ahead and rate this movie now. I'm going to give A Quiet Place Day 1 an 8 out of 10. 3 solid entries in this franchise now. Hey guys, at the end of these reviews, I always like to leave a little fun fact. Now, a fun fact for A Quiet Place Day 1 is that Lupita Nyong'o was actually terrified of cats before making this movie, but she wanted the role so bad that she had to go to cat therapy and have a few cats move in with her until she finally overcome her fear. Yeah, she's in this movie with the cat a hell of a lot. So, cat therapy was a must, I suppose. Okay guys, I hope you all enjoyed this review. If you want more 2024 horror movie reviews, they will be in the link down below. What did you think of A Quiet Place Day 1? Please do let me know in the comments down below, and I'll get back to you all, I promise. Please give this video a like and subscribe to this channel if horror is your sort of thing. Thanks so much guys, you take care, and I'll see you on the next video.